If you're trying to figure out the best digital products to sell online, I want you to avoid these 5 digital products because, yes, digital products still work. Yes, people are still making money from selling digital products online in 2026. And yes, this is still one of the simplest, most scalable online business models that I know of. But not every digital product sells anymore. Okay. And if you choose the wrong one, you can waste weeks creating something that looks pretty, feels useful, and still makes zero sales. So I'm going to walk you through the 5 digital products that I would avoid, especially if you're a beginner. And the last one is the most important because it's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they try to build recurring income. If you've ever thought, I tried digital products and it didn't work, this video may explain exactly why. I'm Kimberly Latona, and I've spent the last 15 plus years coaching entrepreneurs and building businesses, and I've tested a lot of side hustles: Amazon FBA, coaching, physical products, affiliate style offers, MLM, digital products, and more. And after all of that trial and error, digital products have been the simplest, highest margin, most scalable way that I've found to make online income in part time hours. But here's the part that people miss: digital products don't just sell because they're digital. They sell because they solve a specific problem for a specific person in a way that feels simple, valuable, and worth paying for. So before you create another product in Canva, before you go ask ChatGPT for 50 digital product ideas, and before you spend 3 weeks making something perfect, let's talk about what not to make. Because avoiding the wrong product can save you a lot of time, energy, and frustration. Okay, the first digital product that usually does not sell anymore is a journal with no specific outcome. Okay, and I get why people want to create journals. I wanted to create a journal. I've actually made them in Canva. I just never sold them. Okay, they're easy, they're pretty, they can feel simple. You can open Canva, pick a template, and add some prompts, and technically you have a digital product. But here's the problem: nobody wants to buy a journal just because it's a journal. Okay, they want a result. So a generic journal called My Daily Journal is probably going to be very hard to sell. But a journal that helps a specific person solve a specific problem, that can work. So for example, a 30-day anxiety journal for overwhelmed moms, a gratitude journal for women rebuilding confidence after burnout, a morning routine journal for ADHD entrepreneurs who struggle with consistency. Those are different because now the journal has a job. Okay, it solves something. So if you're wondering how to create digital products to sell online for beginners, this is the first rule. Do not start with the product type. Okay, start with the problem. Ask, who is this for? What are they struggling with? What result do they want? And what would make their life easier? That is how you turn a generic journal into something that could actually sell. Okay, number two, the second digital product that I would avoid is anything too vague. Things like live your best life, or become your highest self, or create your dream life, or find your purpose. Now, I love personal development. I love mindset. I love creating a life that you actually want. But I made this mistake. For years, I tried using the generic create a life you love phrase. But when it comes to selling digital products, vague inspiration is not usually enough. Okay. Maybe it's enough to get Instagram likes and comments or shares and saves if you post something that's generic about like a quote. But when it comes to selling digital products, people buy because they have a problem that they want solved. Okay. They're usually trying to fix something in one of 3 areas. You've probably heard this before: health, wealth, and relationships. Okay, so instead of creating a product called Create Your Dream Life, ask, like, why don't they have the life that they want yet? Is it because they're burned out? Is it because they're broke? Is it because they don't know how to start a business? Is it because they're overwhelmed with too many ideas? Is it because they want to make money from home but don't know where to begin? The more specific you get, the easier it is for someone to say, that is exactly what I need. Your first product, for your first product, don't try to solve someone's entire life, okay? Solve one painful problem. That is the best way to sell digital products online: clarity over cleverness. Okay, number three. The third digital product that usually doesn't sell anymore is random templates with no clear use to use them. Okay, templates can absolutely sell. Like, I sell templates. They're part of my digital freedom business bundle. Okay. I give templates inside my own programs. Templates are very useful. Okay. But random templates don't sell well anymore. So for example, if you just create Canva templates or Instagram templates or Notion templates or email templates, and you don't clearly explain who they're for or what problem that they solve, they get lost in the noise. Okay. A better version would be Instagram templates for real estate agents, to book, like looking to book more listings, okay? Or email templates for coaches launching their first digital product, or Canva lead magnet templates for busy moms starting an online business, okay? Or Notion templates for ADHD moms who need a simple weekly plan. Now the template has context, it has a buyer, it has a job, and that is what makes it valuable. Okay. So if you're selling templates, the question is not, are these pretty? I'm sure they are. The question is, will these help someone get a result faster? Because pretty is not enough anymore. Okay. Useful sells, specific sells, problem solving sells. If you're watching this and realizing, okay, I need help figuring out what digital product would actually sell, I created something for you. Okay, download my free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint below. And this will walk you through the simple system for choosing a digital product, setting up your funnel, and starting to sell online without making this complicated. Okay, so number 4, the fourth digital product that usually does not sell anymore is a paid community with no shared goal. Okay, and this one is important because communities and memberships can be amazing and they can really sell and they can create recurring income. I have a membership myself, okay, but a community by itself is not the product. Just access is not enough. Okay, people don't want to pay just to sit in another group chat. They want a shared outcome. Okay, they want a path, they want support, they want accountability. They want to feel like they're moving towards something with other people who are moving in the same direction. And that is the difference between a randomly paid community, a random paid community, and a valuable membership. Okay, so for example, inside my Digital Freedom Collective, the goal is not to just come hang out with other business owners. Okay, the goal is clear. Build a digital product business with one product, one simple funnel, automations, coaching, and real life support without burnout or overwhelm. Okay, that shared goal matters because when everyone's working towards the same outcome, the community becomes more useful. Okay, people ask better questions that are relevant to everyone. They get better feedback, they feel less alone, and they're more likely to keep going. So if you want to create a paid community or a membership, ask, what are people trying to actually accomplish? Okay, what transformation are they moving towards? What support do they need to get there? A community without direction just becomes noise. Okay, nobody needs another community. Okay, we all have plenty of friends. We all have plenty of communities we're a part of. We probably can't even keep up with the ones that we already have. So in order to create something that's valuable, you want it to have a clear outcome so that it becomes powerful. Okay, number 5, the fifth digital and the last digital product that I would avoid is generic stock photos or stock videos. Okay, again, these can sell. I have some of these in my own packages. Okay, so stock videos for Instagram posts and for reels. Okay, and but generic stock assets are incredibly saturated. Okay, they're just like if you just create a folder of pretty images and call it stock photos for entrepreneurs, that's going to be hard to sell. Okay, if you make it specific, it becomes more valuable. So, for example, stock photos for Christian life coaches, or stock photos for real estate agents creating Instagram reels, or flat lays for digital product sellers promoting ebooks and templates. Okay, or styled photos for wellness coaches who need website images. Okay, now these assets solve a problem and they help a specific person create better marketing faster. Okay, and that's the whole point. Even visual digital products need a clear use case because, again, people don't buy products just because they exist. They buy the product because it helps them solve something, save time, look better, feel more confident, or get closer to a result that they want. Okay, so if you're still with me, here's the biggest lesson I want you to take from this video, okay? The product is not the business. The system is the business. You can have an amazing journal or a great template or a great course, an incredible membership or a great bundle, but if you don't know who it's for and what problem it solves and how to market it and where to send people to buy it, it probably won't sell. Okay, that's why I don't recommend beginners start with marketplaces like Etsy or Amazon as their only strategy, because you're putting your product into a sea of competition where everyone's trying to sell similar things. The better strategy is to build your own audience and send people to your own simple funnel. Okay, and that's what we teach inside the Digital Freedom Collective. That is how to sell digital products online without marketing investment. Okay, not by hoping a marketplace finds buyers for you, but by creating helpful content, building trust, growing your email list, and sending people to one clear offer. Okay, one quick note, if you're wondering how to use master resale rights to earn online, the same rules apply. Okay, master resale rights digital products can be a great starting point because the product is already created, but you still need to understand, who is this for? What problem does it solve? Why do I believe in it? How do I make it relevant to my audience? You can't just buy an MRR digital product and copy and paste a sales page and expect money to magically appear. Okay, the people who do well with MRR are the ones who understand the product, they believe in it, they market it well, and they position it clearly. Okay, and that's why digital marketing matters. So this is also why I care so much about teaching the full system, not just handing you a product idea, because the idea alone is not enough. You need the product, the positioning, the funnel, the email sequence, the content strategy, and the support to keep going. And that's exactly what we do inside of the Digital Freedom Collective. So if you're ready, the link to join us is below this video. So, okay, let's recap. The 5 digital products I would avoid are 1, journals with no specific outcome. 2, vague live your best life products. 3, random templates with no clear use. 4, paid communities with no shared goal. 5, generic stock photos or stock videos. Okay. And the theme is the same across all 5. Your digital product has to solve a specific problem for a specific person. And if it does that, you have a much better chance of making sales. Okay. So now that you know which digital products I would avoid, the next question is, what would I actually start today if I had no audience, no product, and only a couple hours a day? That's exactly what I break down in the next video right here. I'd start this digital product if I had $0 and 2 hours a day. Watch that video next, because when you pair these 2 videos together, you'll know exactly what to avoid and what to do instead. I'll see you in the next video.